All right, I saved my favorite part of this for last, which is the formations, the shifts, the movements, ways we were going to get in this same look of 5 verticals, but out of something different to the defense. So I showed you this whole week our base look, which for us was going to be something like this. And we're going to put the ball in the hash again, because again, that's where 2/3 of the game is. And we try to do most of that here, and I'll talk about the middle of the field in a minute. Now, for us, the base formation would be this, base empty, or we might bring these guys in more like wing backs, because we ran a lot of wing T-ish type stuff. Either way, it was going to be similar. The kids had to understand what they get as a wing back versus a receiver, but for the purpose of just showing the defense something, it wasn't too much different. But maybe this outside backer that's here, when we're here, if we come in at a wing tight end type alignment, he's coming up on the line. Maybe that gave us something different. So we wanted to be able to do both. Maybe by him coming up on the line, he claimed, we got a free release to the go and it got there quicker, who knows. Or maybe by doing that, they hurt us. Maybe by getting in that formation, the guy was real physical, we couldn't get off the line, but when we came out here, we could get off. I mean, that didn't matter. You need to be able to do both, okay? Now, what we would do first a lot of times was put the tight end in the game. So now you got the tight ends in. Did anything change really over here? No, nothing changed over here. Nothing changed for these two receivers on their rules. You're going to get a go or a comeback, the inside go, bending it however he needs to go. You're going to get the tight end now on the middle goalpost goal. You're going to get him on the same route he was doing. You're going to get him on the fly or die. So nothing changes there from the alignment, but sometimes when the tight end's there, he'll get down the middle of the field wide open, and sometimes he may draw more attention, but my experience shows that usually the tight end can get down the middle of the field wide open, and the safeties can split, and you can get a little something there. And they'll try that tamper two thing. Somebody may be running with your tight end, but you'll have some grass behind him to throw him to go if he's a decent player. If we got a tight end on the boundary side, we did something like this. We could get in a tight end in a wing set. We could get in something like this. Did anything change? No, this guy's still running the middle go. He's still running the outside go. Now he's the one running the inside go there that may bend, and this guy's running the numbers, so he gets some depth, or get some width really as he's getting depth to spread out there. So he's got to end up on the numbers. And then sometimes this is a good look, because a lot of times they'll play a corner on both of those. You get this safety start shading. You get this corner trying to play both of them. And he can't. So that's another way we ran the verticals. It didn't matter how we wound up, what formation we were. We needed somebody in these 5 spots. The kids had to shake it out on where to go. Now, the last one, which was one of my favorites, was we ran out a bunch. Now, I preferred the bunch one in the middle of the field. So we've been talking a lot about the hash, but now let's put the ball in the middle of the field. So here's a hash, and here's a hash. Now, we're going to go the same over here. Go, come back. Outside backer, safety, outside backer, inside the safety. Whatever the rule is, just same as always. Here we would go, the guy on the line ran the middle go. The guy, number 1, ran the hash, the straight, and we ran the numbers with the inside guy. Now, the only thing that's different here is we're not able to just on the snap, that quarterback say, okay, there's 3 inside goes and 2 safeties. Where do I like to look first? He doesn't really get that with this because it's a bunch and it spreads out. It takes a few seconds. So he's got to take it and look at the bunch if it's there. So on this, the only thing that's slightly different on this is we're telling the quarterback to half field read the bunch. So if it's over here and he likes it, say this back, there's no backer here. Or, the safety's head up on him, backer's on the line. He may just like that matchup, throw it. If for some reason it looks weird, throw it out here to the check down. But if for some reason he doesn't, and he's not sure about that, he wants to read this bunch, you're going to take your drop, read the bunch. If it's not there, there's the check down. Remember the check down still, you got to throw it outside the numbers. This guy's job is to get to the numbers and run down the numbers. Quarterback put the ball outside the numbers, give him a chance. Sometimes he'll just come wide open. The one that came the most wide open, ironically, was usually that one. We usually got them chasing this way and got that throw. But it was really hard to tell the quarterback exactly what it was. He just had to read that bunch, you know, grip it and rip it when he saw him open, clearing. And if he wasn't sure, throw the check down. Same as all of them. You throw the easy touchdown throws to the inside goes, then take the shots with the outside. That's what made this 5 vertical concept, I think, a little different than how people teach 4 verticals. Nothing wrong with that. I love 4 verticals. That's how I got started with this. But when we started teaching it like that, inside early, outside late, that's when it really became a great play for us. Remember what I said, this was not a play that we ran more than any other play. It was a play the other team was worried about more than any other play. So the team's worried about it. They're trying all week to defend this. We were able to do some other stuff. That was the point. Then the last key to this is doing shifts and motions and cute things. Remember, we called this play Vermont. So it's just Vermont. If we call Vermont, 5 people need in there, verticals. Now, we may take this guy running this wheel, may put him over here, and then motion him over and snap the ball, and then he runs the wheel. Nothing different. We may take these guys, line them up over here, trade them over here, then run it. Doesn't matter, guys. It's infinite, the amount of changes you can make. That can either be game plan or it can be something you build in. But I would not change plays. So we were going to run this verticals just like we practice all the time. We were going to try to find ways to run it, you know, that fit what we wanted to do that week, whether it's shifts, motions, avoiding a certain player, or whatever it was. We could come up with shifts and motions and stuff week by week. Kids learn those. They did never learn the play. The last change up I'll give you, since today's the last day of our vertical study, is we could always run the switch concept in the middle of the field too. I love the switch concept in the middle of the field, where you get in whatever formation you're going to be in, but you're a little tighter if you're in the middle of the field over there and a little wider here. And instead of, we call this Virginia, so Vermont was regular goes, Virginia was switch. So now he's running the hash, he's running the numbers. We kept this guy the same, and he's running the middle go, and he's running the hash. Same thing, quarterbacks, there's 2 safeties. He's looking for which one of those comes open. If you're not sure, throw the outside to now not our normal outside receiver. It's our slot guy, but he's running like what now is a slot fade. See, I was doing that for you way ahead of my time from the slot fades. But that's how we got to the slot fade, was we're looking over here. You pick a side and like this. If these guys crossed up and he came wide open, we're hitting. If for some reason he didn't, slot fade. Put it out there. That's the basics. I mean, we could probably talk for hours about this, but that's the basics of our 5 vertical package. Be glad to help anybody if you got questions or anything else. I just like talking about football, and if this is helpful for even one person, it makes me happy. I enjoy doing this stuff while it's still fresh in my memory and fun to talk about. So thanks a lot for listening, guys. I really appreciate the support. And like always, if I can help you, let me know.